Hello, everybody, and welcome back into Madison Square Garden from New York. The New York Rangers and the Toronto Maple Leafs facing for the first of two in the New Age Series. Lindgren wins the draw. Kreider brings it in on the right wing. Toronto, a huge comeback against Boston last game. Here they come early. Pass in front, and somehow Shesterkin down on that. Holds on early for New York. Just over a minute in. We got Rangers and Leafs playing for the first of two now. The only team that Toronto hasn't played from the New Age Series of the original six. Here comes the draw, ready again. One back controlled. Kakko in the corner. Boston, Chicago, New York, Montreal, Toronto. And it's picked up here by Nylander and Boston. As it's played in here by Fox. He'll get it back for Kakko. In he comes from the left wing. Drop pass, Kreider in, no shot. Bumped off by Nylander. Well, the Rangers so far are 2-2 in their New Age Series. Toronto 5-0. Here's Kreider, poked by. Lindgren pushed back. Matthews was after it. Here's Kakko. Matthews with a game saver for Toronto as he scored 6 seconds with 6 seconds left to go in the third to force overtime. No one would win in overtime. Toronto won in the shootout 3-2. Leafs scored all 3 rounds. Boston scored 2 of 3. Here's Kreider. Lost it there to Brody. Brody moves in. His drop pass to Bunting just missed. And the Rangers come back the other way with it. Lafreniere on the right side. He'll turn in and look on Samsonov for an opportunity as that shot whistled wide on the pass across to Kreider. Here's Tavares. Gave it away. Chris Kreider moves in from the right to the net. Drop pass Lafreniere. That's blocked. Miller through traffic blocked. O'Reilly knocked out the center by the Leafs. Rangers back on it again. Lafreniere enters, drop pass. This finds Kreider and a save made by Samsonov. Tavares ahead the last 3 games in a row. Leafs have gone extra time. Save again, Samsonov. Bunting gets it ahead up that right wing. He gets by that step. Drop pass. Finds no one. Now Muzzin centers that. Missed Engvall, and here comes Gauthier. Gauthier with it. Down the left side with speed. And a shot. And he sends it up the mark and wide. A good reach by Muzzin. In front of spin and a shot and a save and the rebound off the outside of the net in tight. Engvall, Muzzin. Here's Noel Acciari back into the Rangers zone. 5.5 to go here in the first. Scoreless from New York. Miller. Here's Barclay Goodrow across to Gauthier again. He'll turn and get it through the middle of the ice to Goodrow. Moving in on a step and a save made by Samsonov. Acciari in there. That's Justin Hall helping out. Acciari trying to poke it away. Gauthier spins. No shot to the net. VC to the point for Miller. Miller looking in. Drop pass. Gauthier in front. Goodrow. His shot smothered by Samsonov. He'll hold on with 2.5 to go here in the first. Or just over that now. Ready again. So here we go. Draw one. Rangers center. Schneider fires. Redirected. And Samsonov. It rolls towards his pad somewhere in the crease. No one can find it. The refs blow it dead. And another face-off in the Toronto zone. Yeah, that was a loose puck in front, and Rangers, who have been putting it to the net the last few minutes, have looked like the better team than Toronto and haven't found a way to beat Ilya Samsonov yet. Draw one back. Here's Hajic. Fires. Glove save made by Samsonov. Mete to Simmons. Giordano across. Mete into the Rangers zone. This ricochets off the back of the goal. Icing will be called against Toronto with just 40 seconds to go here in the first. Already again as the faceoff will come here to the left side of the Maple Leaf goal. And it's one back by Kampf. Giordano to Mete. Across to Alex Kerfoot. Red line and in. This ricochets off the boards for Schneider. Schneider moving in. Schneider looks for Reeves. Found him. And that'll do it for the first period of play. 0-0 through 20 in New York tonight. Shots to go in the game are 8 for the Rangers, none for the Leafs. Hits are 4-1 New York. Faceoffs 4-1 New York. No power plays. Toronto still looking for their first shot. Welcome into the second period here tonight from Madison Square Garden in New York. The Rangers and the Leafs. First of 2. Draw one back by Matthews. The pass ahead missed him. Kakko to Zibanejad. In comes New York with it. Zibanejad to the net. Nothing there as Riley picked his pocket. Matthews into the Ranger zone. He'll flip that in. No icing as Nylander's on it. Nylander in front! And it goes off the pad of Shesterkin. Bouncing puck, here's Riley for Matthews in front of the net. Bounced off by Fox. Taken hard to the boards. Matthews for Marner. That pass did not find him as the Rangers bring it out down that left side. With speed in the Leaf zone, Zibanejad looks, and here's Kakko for Kreider. Looking again for a shooting lane as the Leafs get in there and prevent one. Zibanejad to Kakko, there is a shot. Samsonov easily has it, and he covers for Toronto. Shots this period so far, one aside. Here comes the draw now. Ready? Here it comes. And it's won back by the Rangers. Bunting. Here's Brody ahead. Ryan O'Reilly, red line and into the Ranger ice. Around it goes. Here's Lindgren to it. He'll center it back for Kakko. Rangers get it up the left side. And now they lose it as they get it Zibanejad ahead. There's Morgan Riley in the way. And again, Toronto will come to the Ranger zone. Here's Tavares, drop pass, Bunting in front, and that one looking to find Tavares. Did not get across to his stick. No, but a good setup. Bunting shoots and a save Shesterkin. Only the second one faced tonight by Toronto. Almost halfway through this game. Here's Trocheck, looking up ice. He's taken down hard, and the refs don't call that. Here's a chance, scores! Bring it right to the net and fire it home. The New York Rangers strike first, and it's going to go to Kaapo Kakko at 8:53 of the second period, right before the halfway mark of this one. Good play by the Rangers, and New York will just put it to the net here. They've looked like the better team in the game, and once again, the Leafs have allowed the first goal of the game. Here's Achari looking ahead. There's Miller, K'Andre Miller from the left wing. He'll look in, he'll shoot. Save Samsonov fighting it off. It bounced in the air. A penalty coming, and it's going against the Leafs at the halfway mark of this one. Noel Acciari will head off. The Rangers back to the power play. This will be their first of the night with a 1-0 lead. Here's the draw. Toronto overcoming a 3-0 deficit last game. 2-0 before that in Detroit. 2-0 before that in Montreal. 4 straight games where they've been down by 2 or more goals and have come back to win. Here's David Kampf looking in the corner. Here's Barclay Goodrow for it. Lafreniere gave that away. Has that back taken along. Gauthier now, middle of the ice, he'll center for Trouba. Jacob Trouba, right wing, drop shot. That deflects off Samsonov. It's not out. Leafs having some trouble. It's Mete. He can't clear. Gauthier in front. There's Marner. Blocked by the Rangers. Now the Leafs do get it and get it down the ice. 8 minutes to go here. Second, Camp with a hit. Goodrow across to Alexis Lafreniere. He'll enter from the left wing to Goodrow. Shot blocked. Leafs clear. Up for Marner. Here comes Toronto the other way. Knocked down by the Rangers. Now back through the middle of the ice. Goodrow. Camp with it. David Kampf. Power play done. Kampf in. Shoot. And the save made by Shesterkin. Easy on that. No pressure really in this game by the Leafs so far. Gauthier. Here's Acciari. Taking to the boards. Riley. Knocks that in. Ricochets in behind the Ranger net. Kakko. Hit on the play. Kick back to Bunting. In front. Tavares scores! John Tavares with 4.5 to go in the second. Ties it at 1. So under 5 left to go here in the second period. The game tied at 1. Shot there. Stopped by Samsonov, and he will cover for Toronto. What a game we've had here this afternoon. As you said, the Rangers 2-2. The Maple Leafs 5-0. And both these teams pretty even out tonight. Rangers have definitely been the better force at hand, though. Here's the draw. One back controlled by Miller. Back to the point for Trouba. In for Panarin. He gave that away. O'Reilly for Brody. Toronto up ice. Right side. Looking, Brody slows down, tried to center that. And too much fanciness, lost the puck. Here's Trocheck out of the zone. He'll play it down the ice and into the Leaf zone. Leafs to it. Brody ahead for Michael Bunting. Bunting with a big goal last game against Boston. Lining up there, goes for a spin, and now shoots. And a glove save made by Shesterkin. Easy on that. Here's Panarin. Middle of the ice, Leafs get it back. Hall. Banked off the boards, back into the Ranger zone, now back into the Leafs with 5 seconds to go in the period. Trocheck stop, rebound, what a save! Samsonov comes across at the buzzer and keeps it a 1-1 game. Looked like it was for sure going to be 2-1 New York heading into the third on that chance. Shots to go in the hockey game are 13 for the Rangers with 1, 5 for the Leafs with 1. The hits are 8-6 Rangers, face-off 7 for New York. Power plays Rangers 0 for 1. Toronto hasn't had one. 1-1 after 2. So welcome into the third period here tonight from Madison Square Garden. The Leafs take off and they will host. Who is it next? One of the teams. They already played Chicago. They already played Detroit. They already played Boston. I think they have Montreal at home next. Here's a drop pass to Zibanejad for Fox across to Lindgren. Off a stick it goes. Rangers and Montreal, the only other two teams to play in Toronto. Here comes Marner. He has Matthews. Drop pass. Matthews shoots! It got through Shesterkin, but not in. A good save by Igor on that. Yeah, that's an attempt of the ages. Marner finds Matthews in the high slot, and Matthews, who drilled it by Linus Ullmark in that last game to force overtime. My goodness, that's what you got to see from him more, and he got that chance and it looked good. Here's Kakko. Gave that away. Fox to the middle of the ice, and poked back out by Toronto. Kreider to it. Here's Chris Kreider. Down the left wing side. Marner digs it free for Brody. Here comes Toronto again. Brody losing that. He'll play it off the boards and back, but it comes out of the Leaf zone. Marner over skates. Now he'll bank it off a Rangers skate through the middle of the ice. Nylander to Matthews. Leafs bring it in. Matthews crushed on that. Brody, Marner chasing after the Rangers for the puck here. Marner after it in the corner and almost got it from Chris Kreider. Fox back to Lindgren. There's Matthews in the corner giving him some trouble as Kakko brings it out. Centers for Zibanejad. Taken there by a heavy collision. Leafs to it with Brody. Almost halfway through the third. 1-1 from New York. We hope you're enjoying. Here's Tavares. And he gave that away through the skates. Kakko moves in. He already has one. To the net. Shoots. Saves Samsonov. Play back Trocheck. He lost in the slot. Tavares through his legs for Brody. Brody goes for a spin. Turned it over. Trocheck moves in. Shoots atop a stick of Toronto. A good defensive play. Bunting. Middle of the ice. He'll fire it into the Ranger zone. Ring it around. And after it was Tavares, he has the tying marker in this game tonight. Lafreniere. Across. This finds Vinny Trocheck. Gave it away. Big hit by Bunting. O'Reilly steps in. That's Trouba with it for New York. And he'll get it out. Here's Jacob Trouba. Across for Lafreniere. Moving in. Spinning back with it. Jake Muzzin in the way as he flips it out to center right. The line changes for both clubs as here comes Trocheck. Down the middle. Drop for Panarin. He looks in. Shoots it off O'Reilly. And the Leafs back up ice. Michael Bunting with it. Bunting has Ryan O'Reilly. Fakes it. Shoots. And a blocker stop. Made by Shesterkin. Back for Tavares. Broken stick. That shot made its way to the goal, and it's handled again. Gaudreau. Rangers get it out. Hall. And that is knocked in by Panarin. 4.5 to go here, third period. 1-1 from New York. Ryan O'Reilly. Up for Michael Bunting. Bunting right wing. Bunting dropped back for O'Reilly. He lost it. And again, the Rangers come out, and they might have a step. Odd man rush. Leafs get back. Here's Hall. To O'Reilly. Up ahead Bunting. Back ahead for O'Reilly. Andre Miller gets by. He'll drop for Barclay Gaudreau. Good play again by the Leafs defensively. Bunting. Here's Kerfoot with it. Middle of the ice for Morgan Rielly. Knocked back out by the Rangers. Leafs re-enter. Drop pass at a stick. Miller and out. Here's Gaudreau. Final minute here in the third period. Jimmy Vesey. Vesey along the boards. He'll move in. To the net. Save made by Samsonov. Under 50 seconds to go. 1-1 from Madison Square Garden. And yes, indeed, the Leafs will host the Montreal Canadiens next, then make their way to Chicago. Draw one, it's controlled. Here's a chance for the Rangers. Back to the point, Lindgren looks in for Fox. He has Kreider. A lot of passing by the Rangers, and they get it back to the net. Trocheck fires, kick save, made by Samsonov. Engvall, it deflects right back to the Leaf net. Rielly picks it up for Toronto now, looks ahead for Engvall. And he line changes at a bad time. Achari picks it up and fires it in for Toronto. Round it goes. Here's Fox with it. Toronto looking at maybe another extra time game. This will be their fourth in a row. It's brought in by Vinny Trocheck. He has Kakko with him. No getting that to the net as here comes Nylander. 10 seconds to go in the third. Nylander gets by that step. Looks in net. Centers in front. Waits and didn't get a shot off. Gets it back. 3 seconds. Nylander. Stolen by the Rangers and overtime needed again. For the fourth straight game, the Leafs need extra time. 5-0. They face the Rangers, who are 2-2 in overtime. Leafs in extra time in the New Age Series. 3-0. Looking to make it 4 straight. Hangout shot 16-8 after 3. Hits are 14-10 New York. Faceoffs 10-4 Rangers. Power plays New York 0 for 1. Toronto hasn't had one. 1-1 extra time needed tonight from New York. Welcome into overtime here from Madison Square Garden. We hope you've enjoyed this one. 1-1, a tight one. It's been a goaltending battle tonight. A defensive side of things, as Fox gives it away to start overtime. Gets that back ahead for Panarin. In it to win it. He gave that away, and Austin Matthews turns the other way. Matthews in. Matthews shoots, and he sends it wide. Marner after it, corner boards. Panarin loses it. Matthews high slot. Shot tipped by Marner in front, but it went off his leg, so he lost possession. Trocheck gets by. Matthews on him and pokes it by him. TJ Brodie. He loses it to Trocheck again. Matthews gets on him. Marner to Matthews. Leafs looking up ice again and fired down into the Rangers zone. It goes around. Here's Fox. Brodie on him. TJ Brodie. Now from behind, here comes Panarin with it. Out of the zone. Fancy play, but Marner's back to it for Matthews. Matthews, drop back. Here's Brodie moving in. Shoots! Scores! It was enough to get through. And the Leafs win again in extra time. That's 4 in a row. They win it 2-1 here in New York. So TJ Brodie, set up by the Maple Leafs, Matthews and Mitch Marner gives Toronto the win in overtime. 2-1 over the New York Rangers.